Hey folks, welcome to your module on learning how to integrate AI into assignments and activities, online, asynchronous, or synchronous. So I'm going to start with the module overview. We'll look at some of the learning materials, and then you'll look at your task or your takeaway for this module, which is to start thinking about how you can incorporate AI into at least one assignment. I'm not asking for a complete course overhaul. Just can you just look at one assignment, right? So let's take a look at the overview. Okay, so you'll just see some of the learning outcomes that we're going to go over and achieve for this module. We're going to understand how generative AI can facilitate student learning and also when it cannot, right? So I think one of the main takeaways here is technology, don't use technology just to use technology. Use technology if it can truly assist with student learning, right? And if it doesn't, don't use it, right? For me, it's that simple. Um, we're also going to identify examples of assignments that use AI to teach about AI or to enhance student learning itself. So, for example, some of the assignments in this module, they're more about critiquing AI. And that's the one I'm about to show you personally that I use in the classroom. But some of the assignments in this module also use AI to just truly deepen learning by showing examples of like protein folding or analyzing protein structure. So those are sort of more of the positives of AI. The one I'm going to go over is more of a critique of sort of some of the limitations and problems of AI itself. So there's assignments here that critique AI, and there's assignments here that also really use AI to help students visualize and see things. Okay, so going back, there's a lot of examples here of assignments, and these are across STEM, okay? So you have assignments for social sciences, nursing, biology, mathematics, writing, creative writing, composition, technical writing. So we really designed these to be a really nice cross section for you. So take a look at any of these. You might pick one or two that are specific to your discipline, right? So if you're in nursing, obviously pick the nursing one. If you're in biology, pick the biology one. Social science, pick the social science one. So, and then at the end of this module, you'll see complete and submit, and I'll get to that in a second. But I just want to give you a demo of one of the assignments, okay? So if you like this assignment, you could use this, modify it for your class, and then under the complete and submit, talk about how you're going to design an assignment or repurpose this assignment for your class, okay? So you could look at any of these and just discuss, well, I could adapt this to my class, and how would you adapt it, right? That is your task for this module. So here's a real easy assignment. I start this off like week 2, whenever I'm talking about sources, right? Or if you just want to broach AI in general. So here's ChatGPT, right? Great example of generative AI. And I've asked it a question. What is hip hop therapy? What is hip hop therapy? This is a course concept I use to teach claim making. And so it gives me this paragraph on what is hip hop therapy. And then if you notice, I ask it, provide specific sources. Where did you get this information? Where did this information come from? Right? So I'm having a conversation with ChatGPT here. And it tells me, oh, I don't have direct access to external sources, right? I don't. So basically it says, I can't give you sources. I don't have direct access to external sources. And I'm like, okay. So it's kind of like, do you trust, and I ask students this, I'm like, do you trust someone who tells you, oh, just believe me because I said so, right? You just take it on faith. I'm like, okay, maybe. Okay. And it tells you general sources. It says some key sources you might find useful, right? But these aren't the sources it actually used, okay? So it does give you some sources. And I've looked these up, and these are all true. They're not hallucinated. So I did that. But it could be from these sources. It could not be from these sources. Does that make sense? It can't distinguish. It can't separate individual sources. Um, and then I show students Perplexity, which is more of a like a teacherly. I consider this like a teacherly AI. And I ask it the same question, right? What is hip hop therapy? And folks, do you see how in the first sentence it's automatically through hyperlinks telling me exactly where its sources are coming from, right? It's got Wikipedia page on hip hop therapy, it's got a blog, and it's got the Chicago School. Okay? So after each sort of assertion of a fact, um, the AI is giving me an exact source. Now, the sources aren't great. A lot of them are Wikipedia. Wikipedia is 80% accurate, which isn't that bad. But I can go through all of these sources and I know exactly where this information came from. So I just ask students, like, which of these do you trust more? If something doesn't tell you its sources, why might that be a problem? But I just wanted to give this as a little intro to here's an easy assignment that I do, right? We just look at a question and then ask it, where did you get your sources? um, so, and at the end of this module, right, click on complete and submit and just answer the questions, right? Identify at least one assignment where you can incorporate AI. And if you are inspired by this example or any of the examples we've given you, how might you adapt them to this course? We can't wait to see the great discussion that builds up around this. Thank you, folks. Thank you.